You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Let's talk about the Sunday Night Football ratings. Because as you know, year on year, we like to keep track of how much damage the NFL has done to its product from insert a number of bullshit narratives that has pushed the fandom away. One in particular is not standing the hell up, 1776, for the national anthem. A lot of these players decided to kneel this year. Racial injustice. By the way, you can grab this shirt out of the merch store. I'll give you 10% off. Promo code LeBron Sucks. LeBron, S-U-X, sucks for 10% off this badass stand-up 1776 shirt. Now, year on year, we try to keep track of the ratings. Sunday Night Football, of course, is the main weekly game, the flagship game of the NFL. Last night, we had, look, there hasn't been many good stories in the NFL to follow this year. But the one that's been the best, the one that deserves more attention and has not been getting it, is the comeback story of Alex Smith, the starting quarterback for the Washington Redskins. The starting quarterback for the Washington Redskins, who came back from a god-awful leg injury, and at one point, they didn't know if Alex was even going to make it. Period. Much less come back from football. Look, he was in a dangerous, life-threatening situation at one point involving that leg. And last night, his team was playing to determine the NFC East, terrible division, but the NFC East champion. Okay, if they won, they were in. They played Jalen Hurts, former quarterback of Oklahoma and Alabama, in one of the most worst displays anybody has ever seen at the end of the game. Decision-making, coaching, tank job by the Philadelphia Eagles as they pulled Hurts for Nate Sudfeld. Unexpectedly, Doug Peterson should be ran out. But I suspect that decision was made on behalf of somebody above Peterson. Draft picks. We literally witnessed on national television a team tanking before our very eyes for a draft pick. And NBC wasn't too happy about it. I heard them talking on Pro Football Talk this morning. They weren't happy about it happening. Now, what we also had happen was a massive plummet in ratings from last year, week 17. And look, I'll just give you those ratings from last year, week 17, because they were monstrous. They were a monstrous rating. It was the 49ers versus the Seahawks. It drew a 6.2 in the 18 to 49 demographic and had 22.85 million viewers. 22.85 million viewers. A hair under 23 million viewers, had a 12.5 rating. Now, last night, the Redskins and the Eagles, by the way, the Eagles have the 6th most popular team nationally in all of football. I went and looked it up. 13,922,000 viewers. You had a difference between the two games last night of nearly, we're talking about just under a hair of 10 million less viewers than you did from 1 year ago. Now, before you say, yeah, but the Niners were good and the Seahawks were good and they were going for the title, the NFC West title, look, I went and looked up the infamous 2010 Seahawks-Rams battle of both going into the game, I believe, were 6-9. The Seahawks won that game in 2010. And to give you an idea, Last year, 12.5 rating, nearly 23 million viewers. I could not find the exact viewership for the 2010 game, but I did find the rating. 12.6, which means they had somewhere in the neighborhood of over 20 million viewers for essentially the same kind of game. That was you guys remember Seahawks won the division, Saints went to Seattle, and Beast Mode, Beastquake, the birth of Beast Mode happened when Seattle beat the Saints that year in a playoff game. Very famously, the Beastquake started, the Beast Mode started from Marshawn Lynch. Well, you had a very similar scenario with a team, the Redskins, who ended up winning the division at 7-9 and will now play Tom Brady and get the absolute brakes beat off of them next week. But that tells you how much the NFL has fallen off in viewership, because that had over 20 million viewers 10 years ago. Last year, 23 million viewers. Last night, under 14 million viewers. That's a big damn difference. And there was another feel-good story from last night. Ron Rivera has battled cancer, and he just took the Washington football team, the Redskins, to a division title. Even if they are 7-9, regardless, they won the division. And it does matter. It does matter. They're in the tournament now. Roger Goodell, you embraced all kinds. Yesterday, I ripped Drew Brees. I can rip you, Roger Goodell. You embraced all kinds of social justice narratives. You let these players come out and kneel for the anthem again. I don't know why you didn't realize you didn't learn your lesson from Kaepernick doing it, and the viewership dropping then. The viewership came back up in 2019, and you turn around and your viewership dropped worse this year than it did the last time it dropped from Kaepernick, because you put that little added layer of a little smidgen of BLM and a whole bunch of celebration of criminals that first week of the year, and it turned people off for the entire year. Many of you are gone forever. I know you guys love these ratings videos because you want to see what is the fallout from the NFL having partaken in all this. And in all honesty, Sunday Night Football is where you guys have made your biggest statement this year. Because when I go to do the ratings on Sunday Night Football, for the most part, you've knocked anywhere from 7 to 10 million viewers a week off the NFL, which is saying a hell of a lot. You knocked a hell of a dent in the NFL ratings during the regular season this year. Black and white sports fans, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.